everything here. Give me that thing here.
On your favorite Arkansas sports talk station.
And this one belongs to the Razorbacks.
Streaming live from
HitThatLine.com.
Go crazy at Bob Walker! Go nuts!
This is Halftime with Phil Elson, Matty T, and Drew Barrett.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious...
Your Razorbacks are 2021 SEC champions, and Bob Walker Stadium is an insane asylum.
I have been waiting for this moment for a long time.
Judging by the sound of it, so has everyone else.
Hey, hold on, it's almost halftime.
There, I got it out. It is still a pre-show tweet. I got it out 1 second before
barely, just barely.
As the Open is playing. And I'll apologize to two people for giving an inaccurate statement on the Twitter machine for a moment there. Jason Carroll is not on the show with us as he was yesterday. Bill Bender will join us in hour number 2. Danny West, hour number 1. We'll get into football recruiting. Hey, the Hogs already 2 commits for 2023. Both tight ends. Dowell Loggins doing work in a short period of time. And Bill Bender picks Arkansas dead last in the SEC West. So we'll hold him accountable as best as we possibly can during the second hour. Maybe you can do the same. 877-377-6963, the number to get with us on halftime today. Drew, Matty, and me. And I was holding on to the news for about a week since the offer came last week. I did make it public last night.
It was so hard keeping it a secret for me.
It was. You
guys were bursting at the seams.
I was so giddy, Phil. I was giddy and excited for you.
Do people that listen to this show, are all of you on Twitter, are all of you on Facebook, or are there some that just aren't part of the social media evil, which we continue to be a part of but criticize at the same time? So for those who are not...
Honestly, if it wasn't for work, I don't think I would be on the Twitter machine. I think, honestly, the only social media I would still like to have would be TikTok. And it's not because I like to post stuff on there. It's just because I do like the funny videos. But if it wasn't for work and you get so much information for us to do our jobs better via Twitter nowadays, it's almost impossible to do our job without it.
I'm beginning to think that TikTok might be the direction I need to go, not for anything that I'm going to put out.
It's just entertainment.
I think I'm missing a lot of fun stuff.
You are.
A lot of fun in a why are they doing that sort of a thing. I was introduced over the weekend to Alabama Rush TikTok. Have you heard about this?
Yes, all the sororities. Yes.
All the sororities at the University of Alabama. And it's specifically just Alabama, not Auburn, not UAB, none of the other schools in Alabama, just Alabama. And I guess these girls have to make like TikTok videos of their clothing and the fashions that they're wearing and everything. And it is, it's out there. It feels out there because I remember Rush being something that, well, in 1994, social media was prodigy in America Online, and nobody put those two words together. So it was a different thing.
Yeah.
The pressure was still there. But anyway, I mean, I'm not big on Facebook. I do like Twitter, maybe because I hate myself every once in a while. But I do think TikTok might be the way to go. Anyway.
As far as not to side rail the show too much, but when I like watching those videos because it does take me a little bit back down memory lane, back to my days in Greek life at the University of East West Memphis.
There you go.
And I love the chant videos because I don't know if it's a national thing or it's just the one Alpha Gamma Delta sorority that does the chant. They do my favorite chant because their mascot is a squirrel. And in the middle of this Alpha Gamma Delta chant, they all do like squirrel hands and then they go nut, 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 nut. And it's absolutely hilarious.
Well, I don't know if that comes through very well over radio, but on TikTok,
it does not.
It certainly would. Well, I put it out on Facebook and on Twitter yesterday. I'm excited about the offer and also acceptance of being co-host on the Arkansas Razorback football radio broadcast, pregame, postgame. Be working there with Gino Bell and Rick Schaefer. Rick, who I know pretty well after doing 3 years of baseball with him, and very excited to get back on the air with Rick And I had a conversation with Gino yesterday, and I want to tell you, just from a 20-minute conversation on the phone, I think we're going to get along really well. And we'll have to get him on the show sometime soon. He's the kind of guy, so I've been going back and listening to older broadcasts just so that well, I've been listening to these broadcasts for a long time anyway, but now with a little more of a trained ear. I think if I say this exactly the way Gino does, and it gives you an idea of his personality. It was going to rain. I don't remember what game it was. Might have been 2 years ago, Auburn. And yes, listening to games from the 2019 season is still as painful as it was to watch them from 2 years ago. It was about to rain. Gino said, sugar melts in the rain, so I got to get inside.
Ooh.
I thought I got a big kick out of that.
It's a good line.
It's good personality from sideline and pregame Gino Bell. So, anyway, my role with Razorback broadcast is expanding right here on this station and many others. So I don't know how it'll interact with women's basketball once we get into November, but it won't interact with baseball at all. So this is exciting. And look, I'm a baseball guy first and foremost and always have been. And anybody that listens to this broadcast or listens to my baseball broadcast probably would understand that. But when you do college sports, like that's the pinnacle is being on being on the football broadcast. So it definitely feels like it's something to be excited about. I was about to say like a step up. It's nothing that I can't handle, but it's a larger audience than I've had before, and it's football. So and it's a different role
top of the
too.
top.
Exactly. I'm not the one to give the analysis necessarily. I think it's more Rick and Gino. Anyway, I just think it's going to be a lot of fun. Be on site for all the games. Which means traveling to some places that I've just been really wanting to see football.
I was about to say, is there any place that you I mean, you've been to every SEC town, though, right?
I've been to all of the ballparks. I've been to all of the basketball arenas.
Yeah.
It's not the football. I mean, I've been inside a lot of these stadiums just taking a look, but not for a game. So, yeah, Athens, I think that'll be awesome. Georgia, Alabama, hello. LSU, yes. Oxford.
Going to the Grove.
Yes. And then Arlington, and then Little Rock also would be a trip this year. So back where I'd lived for a long time. So there we go. Zach does not have social media, so he was unaware of it. So there you go. Glad that you got the news right here. 877-377-6963, the number to get with us on Halftime today. And let's see, we don't usually do birthdays, but this is a good birthday to have early in the show. It's Robert De Niro's 78th birthday. And
I'm kind of shocked he's that young. I would have said he was already in his 80s if I had to take a guess at it.
By the way, I mean, he is still putting out movies at a pretty incredible clip. He's got 3 movies that are due to be released sometime in the near future. So I just started to think that, you always want to do like lists, right, of your favorite movie, your favorite role, all that kind of thing. You know how difficult it is to pick a favorite out of Robert De Niro's career? So, I mean, I went back.
You need like a top 10.
Well, I tried to do a top 10. Matty, I counted 23 De Niro movies this morning that I love. And I have to try to separate those into a top 10. I even did try. I wouldn't be able to rank them. I think I would need 3 days to rank those in the top 10. But the 10 that I chose, and I had to. Can I go with 11 instead of 10?
Sure, why not?
Can we have a 10 plus 1, receiving votes?
Your name is the biggest on the marquee, Phil. Go ahead. This is your show. We're just living in it.
This is in no particular order.
Most lists go up to 10. Ours goes to 11, so it's one more.
Yeah, because we're built different.
That's right. Taxi Driver, which I remember talking about on the show a couple of months ago. That's one you'll need to watch, Drew. Meet the Parents,
good old Travis
Godfather
Bickle.
Part 2, The Deer Hunter, Raging Bull, The Untouchables, which might be my favorite. I love The Untouchables. And Midnight Run with Charles Grodin. I think there were more F-bombs dropped in that movie than in any other leading up to Wolf of Wall Street. Goodfellas, Cape Fear, A Bronx Tale, Casino.
So I
know there have been a lot of good movies he's put out recently. I just haven't really watched a lot of those yet. So I might be able to make a top 21.
I noticed you went with the mostly serious roles. There was one kind of comedic relief movie in there, the Midnight Run. But he's not really the
Yeah, no, I put Midnight Run in there, man. That is one of my favorites. Please.
But
the
there was
last
one
name. It's Jack.
Like
The
2
first
years
name
ago.
is Jack.
It was like called Dirty Grandpa or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
that's
Zac
one
Efron.
that's-
That's
yeah.
pretty good.
That's on that list. And what was the name of the movie where he boxes? Sylvester
Grudge
Stallone?
Match.
Grudge Match. That's another one that I've circled
I
but
like it
still
when we
haven't
say
had the
I
time
do
to.
too. I feel a little
watch it. I've just been
disappointed in
lazy.
myself. I went through the list of his films, and I believe I've only seen 17 Robert De Niro movies. And I feel like that is way too low.
Yeah, but you're 26.
That's true.
That's actually a pretty good ratio. Of De Niro
Okay, I
movies
feel
to
better
years
about
lived.
myself then.
Yeah, I'm all about positivity here for you, my friend. 877-377-6963 on halftime. You saw Jason Peters is back for an 18th year in the NFL. Wow. We'll get into that next on halftime.
See, what every long shot come from behind underdog will tell you is this. The other guy may in fact be the favorite. The odds may be stacked against you, fair enough. But what the odds don't know is this isn't a math test. This is a completely different kind of test. One where passion has a funny way of trumping logic.
Listen to every Razorback football